ready for the people's main event for 26 pounds of gold. 5 3-minute World Championship rounds. Adorned in gold is Jonathan Haggerty. In the black trunks is Yuki Yoza, the GOAT, the former flyweight mixed martial arts champion of the world and the Hall of Famer. DJ alongside us, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. Break it down for me, my man.
I mean, right now you already see Haggerty. He's already going angles. He's trying to not stay going outside. Yuki is southpaw. So Haggerty's doing a good job of always forcing Yuki to turn. But obviously, Haggerty can go back and forth from southpaw to orthodox. And Yuki's just being patient. He's being extremely patient that way.
Like that switch right there, Yoza attacked that calf, and Haggerty immediately changed stances. He's such a slick switch hitter, Brian.
Oh man, those kicks add up so quickly to the calves, especially to the standing leg. That's what Yoza does so well. Being target. Great front kick, what timing. But Demetrius is right. Haggerty's doing a great job. Oh, they're stepping through on the knee. Using some of that Muay Thai footwork, effectively switching stances. They're pulling the leg out of the way, making Yoza turn a lot. So the trick for Yoza is to shrink the ring, get this in the corner effectively. Very tough to do. That's what he needs to do.
And like you said, he's going back and forth, right? He's switching from southpaw to orthodox. As he's forward, right there, you're seeing him switch back and forth. But in kickboxing, Haggerty does a good job of coming forward with that beautiful 1-2, and Yuki's standing right in front of him.
No clinching, no
There's a
clinching.
little clinch work going on there. Okay, here we go again. That leg kick. And, you know, we're going to switch back and forth. Sometimes an athlete can get in trouble when they go back and forth from the southpaw to orthodox as they're backing up, using it as a defense, switching stances. But he's doing a good job because it's confusing Yuki, and Yoza's having a hard time gauging what he's doing with his hips.
DJ, you spoke a little earlier this week about the calf kicks and look how weapons they are. And you said the best weapon for Haggerty to use is to not be there. That's going to be the best defense, and that's exactly what he's showing us, at least through 2 minutes.
Yep, and right there, he's constantly switching that stance, right? He's constantly switching the stance instead of going lateral against Yoza, and Yoza is trying to get close to him, and each time he does, Haggerty's constantly moving. He's going right there, boom, boom, beautiful combination, and then now he's back. He creates that void, using the reach, switching southpaw to orthodox, and he can always come with the knee. And Yuki, it's a long fight, right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And Yuki's trying to do his best to get there, and each time he gets there, Haggerty hits him, and he's off the train track.
He's in the rear leg, Brian.
Absolutely right. That was a great low kick, by the way, there from Haggerty. Turning the corner, dropping it to the back leg, taking a, doing a nasty low kick just like Yuki Yoza would. But Haggerty doing a great job, taking angles, firing with his hands, mixing up the weapons. He'll take a few steps back as he switches the stance and then intercept Yoza with the knee. And I think Yoza is struggling right now to kind of get a feel for the distance, the movement. It's going to take some time to adapt, but Demetrius also...
And Haggerty crosses that void, as DJ likes to say. Expect the low kicks to come fast and furious.
But look how Haggerty... See, that's the thing about kickboxing. It's a long-term game, right? With the gloves, he's able to cover his body up. And that's one thing Yoza's going to be able to do, is that Haggerty has to keep up this movement the whole entire time while Yuki just walks across the void, gets and looks for his shot. And then if Haggerty can't keep up this pace for so long, then Yuki's going to have an easier time getting to him. And when he gets to him, he's going to be fresher, he's going to unload the combination. And that's what he's trying to do. If Haggerty keep on doing this the whole entire time, he's going to get close to an easy victory. But he's...
Oh, look at the way he caught him as he was circling around. That is high-level intuition. Yoza looking into his crystal ball to find that jump spinning back kick.
Well, DJ's right on, exactly. I mean, it behooves Haggerty to keep moving this whole fight. Difficult to do, especially if the low kicks start to land. The damage to the calves, to the standing leg, it'll slow down the movement. But Haggerty so far taking angles very well. But that spinning back kick, man, I mean, that is almost impossible to defend.
And a lot of people don't realize this is Haggerty's natural weight. He used to fight at a lower weight class below that, but him now fighting in this division, he carries his strength, he carries his speed, he carries the athleticism and the cardio. He can do this all day. As long as he doesn't take any severe damage, he can keep moving on his bicycle and finding the shots. Because right now, he's winning these exchanges. He's winning it. Even though, boom, boom, there's an uppercut, 6'3", then he threw a jab, then he angled, then his body kick. His output is so much higher than Yoza than we're used to seeing Yoza not being able to do.
Right. Yoza's throwing those axes, trying to chop down the tree of Haggerty. Eventually, that is gonna wear on Haggerty's movement. It might slow him down, and Yoza is great at timing those entries of his opponents. Can Haggerty keep it up? I don't question the cardio or the stamina of Haggerty. I do question the durability of his lower body.
Well, Yoza would be well served to cut off some of the real estate, put this in the corner more, and I think we're also gonna see, whoa, there's some strikes, guys. We're gonna have to see some of Yuki Yoza's durability, because he's gonna eat a lot of shots early in this fight, just like he is now. But can he wear those well in the later rounds as he picks up and uses more of his attacks?
Well, already you're starting to see Haggerty not move as much right now. He's still doing the same, switching to southpaw to orthodox, but it's a long fight, right? Yuki's eating a lot of damage. I mean, his leg's gonna eat up, but you're starting to see him get a lot closer to Haggerty, land some good combinations, and you keep seeing Yuki, he keeps going right hand, rid of the body, because we've seen in the past, that's where Jonathan Haggerty has struggled with that body shot from Bronson.
There we go. Yoza applying that pressure, that constant signature Yoza pressure.
Exactly. That's what we do, MMA.
That is what we do in MMA. Take down the striker and choke them out. Nice knee up the middle for Jonathan Haggerty as Yoza continues to stalk Haggerty.
Yeah, and you know, right now I have 2-0. Excuse me. I feel Haggerty is winning the exchanges, and I think he's ahead on the scorecard. He's doing way more output, and you know, even though Yuki is blocking a lot of this, you know, you gotta, you know, give Haggerty the output. Sorry, I was gonna start cheering. Haggerty's starting to slow down now. Now Yuki is getting closer to him. He's crossing the void, and he's able to land some combinations. Haggerty's got to keep on moving and not giving the opportunity to keep on walking down.
Is there energy conservation tactic possibly here as Haggerty looks to have slowed down a little bit, at least through the first minute of this third round?
Perhaps, Will, and this is where Yoza needs to be really slick and really sharp with his control of the ring. You know, he's giving Haggerty still some of these moments. He's not pinning his back on the ropes, which is really where he would be able to unload with those kicks and those punches. He's still having to chase Haggerty, and it gives Haggerty the opportunity to throw some of these intercepting strikes as well. So Yoza just has to continue to eat up all that space and keep putting those legs and that body into the meat grinder.
And you have to look at these inside leg kicks, because these are not regular inside leg kicks where you use your shin or the instep of your foot. Yoza is stabbing Haggerty in his quad with his toe. A brutal shot. Adds up over time. It feels completely different from any other type of low kick. Brian, you called it at the open. It's called the Yoza kick.
You guys kind of missed it a little bit. Haggerty was trying to turn his back. He wanted to do his spinning back elbow. He was kind of giving his back to do that because it's ingrained in his style, because he loves to throw the elbows. But he's doing a good job. Each time Yuki tries to cross that void, he's always sashaying him off, which means he's throwing him off the alignment so he can start doing his combinations again.
Yeah, even at the press conference when Haggerty was doing the open workout, he was pump faking the axe elbows. He was throwing those things that are naturally ingrained into his body. But the movement so far has been spectacular. But now Yoza is starting to chip away at those legs, and it's slowed down Haggerty just a touch as Yoza starts to build. Nice hook, answered back by Haggerty.
Yeah, beautiful counter there from Haggerty. You can see Yoza still looking to attack the back leg, the standing leg when Haggerty throws kicks. But Haggerty continuously moving left and right, forcing Yuki Yoza to reset, not showing a ton of wear and tear yet on his lower body. But we still are only in the third round.
He's hiding it well. He's durable. He's tough. He's the champion of the world. Yoza giving him a true test as Haggerty lands a leg kick of his own.
Yeah, Haggerty's still doing a good job of moving around. I mean, and Yuki's doing a good job of coming forward, but you can see Yuki's getting frustrated because Haggerty...
He's never been 4. He's never been 5. This is uncharted territory for Yuki Yoza. How will he handle these championship rounds?
Well, I mean, already, I think sometimes when you fight athletes who don't move as much as Haggerty, it's very hard to adjust to, right? Like, imagine hitting Muay Thai pads and the pad holder is constantly moving. All the stuff that Yuki is throwing, Haggerty's constantly moving backwards. So Haggerty's not taking the full blunt of any of those shots that Yuki is throwing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing such a good job. You know, some of these kicks are getting through, but he's not showing any pain. He's not showing wear and tear. He's continuing to move, and he's feeding counters through. I mean, this is where Yuki Yoza really needs to dig in. Some more punching would probably help set up those kick attacks, but he's got to press. He's got to get Haggerty on the ropes to really make his game effective. But Haggerty continuing to move so well.
And here's the thing too. It's a game. It's a game right now. It's gamemanship, right? So let's say Yuki's landing all these leg kicks, right? Typically, how leg kicks work is you keep landing on the same spot over and over. But if Haggerty's switching the puzzle piece on the board, he's going southpaw to orthodox, like I've been saying all night. He landed a leg kick on his the left leg. He switches southpaw, now the right leg is available. So Yuki can't land on the same spot the whole entire time. Haggerty's giving his legs a break. Now he's orthodox, now they're clad, they're together, they get broken up. Now he's gonna come in, now he's orthodox again. No leg kicks, he just kicked it, he checked it. He's gonna switch back to orthodox, southpaw, he lands that. Now he's southpaw, now that back leg gets a break, nice back. He's constantly changing the surface that's being hit over and over again. That was a lot. That was a lot, guys.
We got you, bro. That's why we have you on the mic, man. But how do you feel going through 4 rounds so far, DJ? This is the most we've ever heard you talk.
I mean, guys, when you guys watch my YouTube, I'm on that baby all day. All day. And, you know, I love watching it because Haggerty's going back and forth, right? And Yuki, and that's a check, right? People don't realize I'd rather eat a leg kick than check it because it hurts. It hurts just as much as, you know, throwing a leg kick. But I think Haggerty's doing a good job of, you know, negating the damage, and he's landing that jab over and over. And even when Yuki gets that close, you can't, you know, create a lot of power when you're that close. Haggerty's just teeing off now, and now Yuki's getting tired, so his output's even lower.
You're right on, DJ. I mean, the output from Yuki Yoza is dropping off as well, where it really needs to pick up. He needs to drive hard from here, not just in the spinning back fist, but really find a target. Pick a spot, like you were saying, and work that thing hard. You know, the calf on the lead leg, but it's not there very often. It's always switching. That, it only takes a few kicks to really get the calf going, but Yoza needs to be able to target it multiple times.
And I think Yuki didn't think. A lot of times when kickboxers fight other kickboxers, they're not used to
intercepting strikes of Jonathan Haggerty, but I would say at this point, you know, we need some big, gutting shots, some visible damage from Yuki Yoza on Jonathan Haggerty. Haggerty's doing a great job of moving, but he probably would benefit from a little more foot action here in this final round, as far as the judges are concerned.
I think Haggerty doesn't have to change. I think he's doing a good job not taking any damage. I think Yuki's having a hard time just trying to get to him. Like, it's causing a lot of his energy. And Haggerty's checking all those kicks. A lot of people don't check Yuki's kicks, right? And so Haggerty's able to check those kicks, keep on moving, switch to southpaw orthodox, and stay on the bicycle, right? I mean, you would always think in a ring it's easier to track somebody down because there's 4 corners. But Haggerty has been fighting in, you know, the circle where there's 8 or 9 or 10 circles. I don't know the dimensions exactly, but it's a circle, so I don't know how many corners there are. But he's used to constantly moving. So now that he's in the ring, you would think that Yuki would have an easier time tracking him down, but he can't track him down because he's just, you know, he's used to fighting this way.
Yoza working with the left hand. The left hand's going to work, but Haggerty engages with him, shelling up, answer right back as Yoza continues to stop. Haggerty spins him around. Olivier Cost separates. 2 minutes to go in the last round of this world title fight.
Yoza cannot afford to be resting when they get in close in these, you know, pseudo-clinching exchanges. He needs to push off like we see him do all the time and continue to smash and batter. Those left hooks, those multiple left hooks, those are good, clean shots.
I think when Haggerty is at this weight division, he can eat the body shots. When he was a lower division before, when Rote hit him every single time, he would just crumple. Even when he fought Lobo, he got hit with that body shot, he would crumple. Him being at this division, he can absorb a lot more shots to the body.
He's breaking away a little bit here, though.
Still keeping that pressure on, and this forward motion, this aggression is going to look good to the judges.
And these judges, you know, it's okay. I mean, forward pressure is good, but when he's eating 5 jabs to get there, and then he's checking those kicks every single time, right? Like, for Yuki to land a good shot, he's got to eat 4 jabs just to get to Haggerty. he chained a jab, a body shot, and then he checked that kick, and then he landed one. So it's almost like Haggerty's landed 3 to Yuki's 1. Now, if Yuki had the power, then those 3 that he eats would be worth it, but he doesn't have that power to hurt Haggerty. You can't take, 10 shots to land 1 unless you have that power, and I just don't think Yuki has it. Look at Haggerty was like, is that all you got? Come on, I got 30 seconds to keep beating you up. But turns the angle, and the movement, what won Haggerty what's making Haggerty look really good in this fight is that movement, just the movement.
Oh, he got caught there in the phone booth, though. They start to trade. Going back and forth. With 12 seconds to go in the last round.
Yeah, Haggerty's just got to keep on moving. And, those kicks are cool, but, you do a front flip, you got to get back up. It's not...
Takes energy to get up.
Takes energy to get up, and it's not a shot that sight for now.
To present the belt for this match, we have the chairman and CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Sityodong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision.